I didn't really mention it in the video, so I'm just going to throw this in here right now. The winner, David, I did talk to him on Instagram, thanked him again and all that good stuff. Got his gift card over to him, which was really just me sending him cash because he's in somewhere in Europe and the gift cards just don't work over there. So again, thank you to him. He'll be tagged in the post and all that good stuff whenever that goes up. But if his profile's set to private, none of that'll matter anyway. I don't know. But anyways, I didn't say it in the video, so needed to say it at some point. Horse walks into a bar. Bartender says, "Hey." Horse says, "You read my mind." And that right there, did you hear that? Did you hear that? That was the sound of ones and ones of people around the world clicking dislike on this all at the same time. It's cool though. I don't mind. Any attention is attention all the same. But then again, that's what they say about Roman Reigns, and I don't think they even believe that. But anyway, so there's that. I haven't opened with a joke in a while. It's been, several months. So next time I do find another one that is elegantly terrible enough, I'll be sure to share that with the group. But for now, what's going on, people? It has been a good while. I've been doing the whole getting the apartment ready thing and all that stuff. All kinds of boxes are out there that were in storage. Going through that, got more boxes coming in on Thursday, something like that. Yeah, busy times over here, but I got just enough space cleared out to knock out these here videos, because that's kind of an important piece of things anyway. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get on into that. And I'm actually kind of looking forward to getting into this particular one on account of the whole it being my first pickup of the year thing. Normally, the videos that I record, I do them in a way that makes sense, which is basically chronologically. So if I order a bunch of things, whatever arrives in whatever order, that's the way the videos get shot, that's the way the videos get uploaded most of the time. Not always, but most of the time. In this particular case though, I've received a good number of packages recently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. 7 packages that I have to do, right? Yeah. So I'm going to be a little bit busy. I'm not doing all of them today. And they won't all get uploaded in the order they were received in because I don't even remember at this point. I'm not even sure what's in all of these anymore. But I have them and that counts for something, right? We've all been there. So, without further ado, this box right here is not your standard style of comfortable thing this time. Yeah, it looks like there could be anything in here. But then you see that top that says Vietnam on there? That was a little weird, honestly. When I got the shipping number, and I don't know about all of you guys, but I like to pay a fair amount of attention to those because I like to know when stuff's gonna get here. I also, since it's through UPS, I usually make sure I go in there and give it a little name so that way when I go back to the site I know what each box is, because when you just look at a string of numbers and letters, it's just a string of numbers and letters. It's not very helpful for the most part. So let's see what's going on in here. But yeah, when I got these, or when I got the tracking number, it said, oh yeah, these are it said Ho Chi Minh first. And I was like, I know from 10th grade history maybe, that means Vietnam. And this might be wrong. So, because it just didn't seem right, you know? It seemed like, why would my shoes be over there? They should be coming from like, I don't know, Spartanburg, South Carolina, or Memphis, Tennessee, or Foot Locker, Williamsburg. You know, things like that. But this one, it was like, no, it's coming from Vietnam. And I was like, all right, dude, whatever. So here we are. We got this box, and there it is. That's the one, right? That's the one we're talking about. Been looking forward to this one for a good while. So let's see. I don't even remember how long ago it was, but it was probably like October, maybe the month before October, September. And I put up a little, not quite a real challenge or whatever, or giveaway thing, or whatever I called it. I was just like, look, I haven't done the NikeID thing in a while. Well, I've never done it. And I feel like I should, because so many people have jumped on that and they talk about it. It's nice to have your own shoes, make your own little design and everything. Even my mom did it. I believe she got some red Cortezes out of it. But anyways, I figured, you know what, I should do that. But I couldn't quite settle on a design, so I was like, I'll just leave it up to the people and the people will tell me what they want to see, what they want to see me get. So I got a couple submissions, then I threw it on Instagram, and I said, hey, say which one you like the most, right? And of course, there's always all those people that just click like on things because they're not reading it. It's like, I don't care if you like the picture or not. Like, which one? 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5? You know, like, simple instructions, people. Come on. I don't ask for too much. Maybe I do ask for too much. Am I asking for too much? You let me know. So anyways, people come, people vote, people leave, and I walk away with a winner, which was, I'm probably going to say this name all wrong, David Alev, maybe? Which I actually need to message him and see how he wants this little gift card thing, because I think he's not of the United States, which makes it just a little more, not difficult. If anything, it'll just be like a straight cash thing from like some form of cash sending things, like PayPal or whatever. That's what I did for Gunplay down in the comments, Muss on the gram, of course. That's what I did for him when his gift cards fell through and couldn't be used. All right, so I've talked a lot about other stuff. So let's go ahead and get on into this. First off, like I was showing you guys, this has the nice little Nike by You thing going on. It used to be called NikeID, and now it's not. And on the back, it's got a whole bunch of stuff going on there. So there's some Nike signs, some swoosh things, and all that stuff. And down here on the side, I'm not sure what's going on. CRTM, what I don't know what that means. And then there on the side, you got the picture that shows you what's in the box. So that's kind of a nice little touch. Then over here, you got swoosh on the other side. So mostly a plain box, mostly. Oh, it's got my name on there. That's cool. I mean, that makes sense, I guess, right? This is Nike by Tristan. That's me. Yeah, okay, made it in Vietnam. So there you go. Yeah, it just seemed really weird that my shoes were coming from there when I first got the notice. All right, this here on the inside, some of that fancy-ish paper, right? It's got that little Nike swoosh flower thing or sun or whatever that thing is. I didn't know what that was at first, this thing right down here. But then after talking to some people and then realizing some things, a little bit of common sense or something like that, it's just a bunch of swooshes and then like thrown into like a design. Now they're not quite the standard swoosh shape, but you see what they were going for, right? Okay, what does that say? Nike and the swoosh are trademarks and your guarantee of quality. You know, that's not always true, right? How many of you guys have ordered stuff from Nike and you get it, there's like glue stains on there, there's like, maybe there's some kind of miscoloring somewhere, like, it doesn't always mean quality, right? I mean, let's just call it what it is. So, let's go ahead and get these out of here so I can get on with this review. I do appreciate the people that actually watch all of this stuff as I like fumble with these boxes and talk about my day and all that crap. I mean, for those of you, quick hands, you see that? Well, you probably didn't see that. For those of you that do click ahead, because I got the timestamps in there, that's cool, I get it. But hey, it is what it is. I like the people that watch everything. I like the people that watch just a little bit. I don't like the people that don't watch anything though. Those people are not my friends. So if you see them in the streets, let them know, hey, we're not friends. All right, cool. Okay, so looking over these, seeing what we see here before I get all into this review and all that good stuff. Everything's looking like it's on the up and up, so fantastic. What that means to you and to me is that it is now review time on this right here. The Nike by You React Presto in this teal and black colorway, right? So, because that's what it is. Now, it doesn't really say all the color codes on the side or anything, but that's fine. I don't really care about all that. I'm sure they could generate one, but because the final numbers are what kind of drive that, like the 3 after this 5 or 6, but that's neither here nor there. So we're going to go ahead and knock out this review. First off, here down across the bottom, what you have on the outsole is what you've come to see on pretty much any other React Presto, if you've seen the other React Prestos, that is. You've got the standard React sole, very thick, very cushiony. And then on the back, you've got this kind of, not sure what you want to call it, but it does give you a little bit more durability over the sole, because those initial Reacts, when they were just running shoes, From what I heard, they kind of ran down pretty quick because there wasn't much on there to kind of keep it from running down. So this gives you a little bit of durability, helps them last longer over time, and just gives it a nice little pop of color, in my opinion. Moving past that, onto the rest of this, like I said, very thick, very cushiony, very comfortable all around. One of the nicer designs of the Presto, I gotta say. I mean, of the React sole. So there's not a whole lot else to say. Over here, you kind of see it coming up from the bottom with the teal color. I forget what they called this actual piece of the shoe. And then moving back up to the rest of the upper, this is where it gets a little more similar to the previous Prestos, which actually I could pull some out now that I have most of my shoes. So first off, you got this cage here, right? It's pretty much your typical cage material comparing to the last Prestos. This one, it just has a bit of a weird shape to it. I'm not sure what's going on with that. It's the same on both sides, just like over here they have the swoosh, over here it says Presto. But it functions just fine. I don't think it takes away from the shoe, don't think it adds to the shoe. I'm very much indifferent to it. So you got that, and then up here you got these nice kind of ropey style laces. So pretty nice in my opinion as far as the feel of the quality here. They feel a little like they're fairly thick. Nothing wrong with that, just in case you were wondering how they feel. Very soft too, very soft. Not as soft as like Yeezy laces or like 11 laces, but you know, pretty decent altogether. And now, the front of the shoe, right? There's not a whole lot going on up here. It's just a typical black upper. It's got this meshy style thing going on. Generally feels pretty good. I'm gonna take this out for just a second so I can put my hand in here. Yeah, everything, it doesn't feel super flexible like some shoes, but that's not to say it's not going to be comfortable. These are very comfortable. It's just you don't have that same thin type style as you might see on like something like the Ultra Boost and such. So it's still going to be probably like, you know, your Flyknit. It might be Flyknit, but just thicker. I'm not 100% on that. And moving back, this part up here, you got this part that is sewn down in here, kind of giving it what would be the tongue. So that's a similar style as how the previous Prestos were. And then moving further up, you have this, I didn't cover that before, this little cloth piece here, which feels pretty nice. It almost feels like a felt style on the front there. And you kind of see what I'm talking about there, if those little fibers are picking up. And then this, I'm not sure if that's 3M or what, but it looks kind of like a screen door almost to me. Almost like some sort of, is it chain metal or whatever that stuff's called in like night uniforms or whatever those are called. And then moving on to the back, you got the rest here. It's still black like everything else was. And then this part here, which is made out of the same thing. And seeing the back of that real quick, on the inside you got that. So that is I assume that's a P for Presto maybe? If you look at it like that, maybe. And it's the same thing on here, but the thing that isn't the same on here on the back of these, because I did feel like I should get some kind of customization in there other than just like the overall shoe. So on the back here, right, you got TCS over there, 307, TCS being my initials obviously, and 307 being 307 March 7th, my birthday. Remember that, because it's going to be an important day, because that is the deadline that you have to find something and give it to me. So again, keep it in mind, super important. So past that, I don't really have much else to say about the actual shoe itself as far as looks and all that goes. So now's the moment where I get some on foot videos in here so that I can show you what these look like while I talk about them. So let's bring those on in, shall we? And while that's gonna be circling around, you know, I'm going to go ahead and put these things on, even though like you're already seeing me wear them, but whatever. I'm putting them on now, so that way I can walk around in them just enough while I record this video to like let you know how they fit or how they feel, because they do. Oh wait, for those of you who are here just for the sizing part, I'll put this out here real quick for you. True to size. Thank you for your time. See you next time around. So yes, these are a very true to size fit. I bought a 9. I don't think that these came in half sizes. I know the original Prestos didn't, and I'm feeling like these were the same. So yes, if you're a 9.5 kind of guy, I would suggest going a 9, but go ahead and try some on because you got that whole wide foot, narrow foot thing, and the cage on the side might throw things off just a little bit for you. So I'm not really sure what to make of that. If you happen to be a person that has wide feet and Prestos, go ahead and weigh in down below. So anyways, these, as I was saying, super comfortable, super comfortable. I mean, they do take just a little bit of breaking in, because then, I mean, any shoes, most shoes can be a little stiff out of the box when it comes to, just the overall feel of them. But even still, right out of the box, these are feeling pretty good, and I've got no complaints on that. I think they look pretty nice too, but that is mostly just an opinion. I show you the videos, and that way you can make your own opinion, because it might be different from mine, and that's okay, right? So, past that, I don't know what else you want to hear from me about the way these things feel. I've already talked about how they're going to be pretty durable from the way they slightly redesigned the bottom of the shoe with the extra padding type areas on there. The cushion that you get for some all-day support if you're trying to do that. In some ways, it's nice that they're not a bubble sole, because that gives you less stuff to worry about. And then past that, I mean, onto the upper, I really like that sock style. It's just a huge thing for me. Once you tie them once, you're good. You don't have to touch them again. All in all, I really just like the way the Prestos are made. So there's that. All right, so that concludes pretty much this video. Now is the part where I thank you for your time. For those of you who stuck with me, I super appreciate it. And go ahead, stay tuned. I'm gonna be making another video, maybe 1 to 2 more today. They'll be staggered throughout the week probably. But yeah, so thank you for your time. Again, I do seriously mean that. So have a nice rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever it is, wherever you are. I know that this video was a little bit long, and if you watched the whole thing, that's freaking phenomenal. If you didn't watch the whole thing, that's cool too. I get it. It's a lot of video to watch. All right, so later, people.